All right, so today we're doing a podcast on the Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech. I have a dream speech, and we're gonna talk about like the purpose and like two literary elements he uses to achieve this purpose. So first off, the purpose I believe of this speech was to bring more awareness than already brought on to civil rights movement, specifically for African Americans. At this time, segregation was probably the biggest issue in the country, and obviously we all know Martin Luther was pretty much a leader of peaceful civil rights movements, and one in Washington D.C., which is the one where he makes this speech, is the largest, I think, ever in America's history, and gathering for civil rights.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a very important speech, and I think one of the literary elements that he uses very well, especially in this one little section that I'm going to read out to you, one literary element that he uses very well, I believe it was hyperbole. I'm going to read you the section right now. It goes, and I quote, "And when this happens, when we allow freedom to ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing." I really like this quote. I believe it's a very powerful section of a very powerful speech. I personally, until I had just listened to the speech in its entirety, I never really thought about this. I never really gave much mind to it, but I believe it's so powerful because of just kind of like I guess you could say repetition, even though that's not what I'm highlighting here. Just his constant use of words like all and like every, just to try and
pretty much like emphasize. Right?
Exactly, yeah. Just like emphasize how his beliefs and just his message just covers all of America and really I think all of the world.
Right. Yeah.
So pretty much also to emphasize the most famous part of his speech, where like people today are even quoting "I have a dream." In many lines, he states this as in like, "I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, I have a dream that one day even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice." So pretty much with this, he's kind of emphasizing like what he feels that like if we do, we could kind of unify the country and like end segregation, because at the time like everyone was segregated, and he had a dream of this one completely unified and like non-segregated America.
Ben, you got anything else?
And I believe the people who are just the people like us who are just looking at the speech, 50, 60 years later and just like, analyzing it.
In another part of the speech, he said, "With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day." And it, through the use of parallelism, it really like unifies the crowd that all of us can do all these things together one day, and it just makes it much more memorable.
Also, another main point was his diction, which also falls under the umbrella of repetition, like parallelism, how he's emphasizing like Negroes, how like he's kind of saying, all right, like the nation's separated, we need to make the Negroes and the others into one like community and not have everything like all over the place and separated.
Alright, yeah. That's all we got. Thank you, typical German male,
Shouts out the home team.
lesbian,
Sunday sauce.
Shouts out the home team. This has been a boys.
and your
Before
little
the boat
Filipino boy.
production.
See you guys
It's
later.
your boy, little.